Hello and welcome to FIFA 16. This is our first series on FIFA 16. If you don't know who I am, I'm Sparring DK, and we're doing a Youth Edition career mode. Now, if you don't know what that is, there's plenty of lads out there doing this, invented by Cutsy Gaming. SGH Sports is out there, Bama Struck and Iron. Go and check those lads out. They've already started their series. They're absolute cracking fucking shit. Go and check them out. Now, what are we doing? We're doing Notts County, and our manager is going to be Traore Kone, the Majestic Prince. If you don't know who he is a legendary player from our first series with Newport County from FIFA 15. He's going to take a hold of Notts County and see if he can take us to the Champions League. Now, this is what happens in a youth series if you don't already know. We basically simulate the first two seasons and try and scout countries, get those youth players into our youth squad, and eventually bring them into the team ready for Season 3, and that's when the games commence. So the first two episodes will just be simulations, picking up that youth talent, training them up, and getting them ready to play for Season 3. Now, FIFA 16, what have we got here? We've got a pre-season tournament invite. Let's go and have a look at the options. It's new for FIFA 16. Hopefully, we can sort some cash out from this one. Right, so we've got three opportunities here. We've got a European International Cup, a Champions Trophy, and a European Continental Shield. Now, our team is not that strong. I've actually done a custom squad. Now, Notts County normally is about a 2.25 star team. If we started up the season then, they'd probably ask for us for automatic promotion. That's not what we want in this kind of series. You want to sit down in League 2 for at least the first two seasons and then start working your way up from there. So what I've done is I've gone into the custom squads and I've actually released a few of the higher quality players, put them in the free agency, brought that star rating down to a 1. So the team's pretty fucking shithouse. Obviously had to top them up with a few shitty free agents, so just be careful when you're doing that. But that's probably the best way to keep your league objective down. So obviously, we need cash. Cash gets us better scouts, which gets us out there getting better youth players. So obviously simulating, we're not going to be able to, have the free run and try and win these things. So we probably want the easiest option. We've got 2.5 star, 1 star, 2.5, 1.5 star, should I say. So, there's a little bit of money involved, but we're going to have a red hot crack at the European International Cup, see if we can pick up that £900,000. Right, so the European International Cup, they'll want us to have a decent run of that. We hope that we can win that, hopefully, and pick up that 900 grand. The Domestic Cup objective is to reach the stage of 32. Well, that's in its own entity. See what happens there. And our league objective is to finish around the mid-table. So hopefully we can do that with the current players we've got in the squad. And, just keep the board happy so we don't get fired. Right, so our current transfer budget is 1.7 million. Probably not even enough to pick up a nice 5-star scout just yet. So we need some cash. It's going to be tough to start with. We need cash. We need that quality youth squad because we're going to try and scout the Ivory Coast. If you've watched any of my preview series, you'll see that we're going to try and do a sort of a road to the World Cup in the background. So our best scout will be going to the Ivory Coast constantly and trying to pick up the best players we can from there to try and build up that national squad ready for a World Cup at some stage if we can pick up that international job. So 1.76 million. At the moment, let's see if we can increase that budget with the title and maybe sell off some players, and then we'll go and look for a scout. Now, there's a new feature here in FIFA 16, and that is training. Now, normally we'd use this for our youth squad, but what I want to do for now in this first season is probably train up some of the younger kids in the squad, hopefully increasing their level, and then, therefore, being able to get a bit more cash for them in the transfer window. So we're just going to go ahead and simulate all these. Hopefully they, get a nice little bump and we can increase them up and they'll gain their value. We've got a nice A rating there for the goalkeeper, so he's already gone up 1. So that's nice. So that's the plan. Once we start getting some decent new scout, I'll start switching over and start training up the youth squad. Right, it's time to hire our first scout, and we're going to pick up Andrew Clark. He's a 4-star, 1.4 million, so a fair chunk of our budget, but we want at least one good quality scout to get out there and start finding us some players from the Ivory Coast. So Andrew Clark, welcome to Notts County. Now I'm just going to leave the other two scouts for now and see if we can pick up some money. The transfer window is still open, but I want to get Andrew Clark out there scouting. We're going to send him down to the Ivory Coast straight away, and I'm actually going to look for a goalkeeper straight off the bat. Okay, our first scout report is back from the Ivory Coast, and we've got Lanzer Adu. He's a 74 to 94 goalkeeper, only 15 years of age. We've struck it big early. Let's get him first member into our youth squad. Right, we're also going to use the catalogue here, spend 400 coins, and we're going to go and send out our scout future star. All right, our scout has returned. Let's go and look at the youth squad monthly report and see what he has brought us back. Okay, so you can see there, Adu, we've trained him a little bit. He's a 53 overall, 75 to 94 goalkeeper. Delicious. And who have we got here? Thom Dari, a 62 overall, 72 to 94. Looks like a left mid. He's only 5'3" at the moment. Oh my God, he could be absolutely incredible. So Thom Dari, 62 overall already, and a 72 to 94 potential. Well, we've struck gold. We've absolutely struck gold. Hopefully he develops into the key marquee players that we're looking for in this Notts County career. All right, monthly scouting update from the Ivory Coast. We've got another goalkeeper here. Obviously, that's what we're searching for in this first 3 months. I'm just getting rid of the shit that you don't want to see, just to try and speed things up a little bit. But we've got Mamadou Antwi. He's a 65 to 89 potential goalkeeper, 5'5". We're going to get him into the youth squad. All right, let's have a quick look at our youth squad. Adu, he is performing nicely. He's dropped down to a 90 potential, but he's 56 overall. We've been training him. Antwi has a 90% potential. We haven't touched him in training. He's a 50 overall. And Thom Dari is a 63 overall now, 77 to 94 potential. Oh, mate. Hopefully, he is going to be the kid to field the dreams of Notts County. Right, our final youth scout on this 3 months of the Ivory Coast. We've got another couple of class goalkeepers here. Ebenezer Mezu is a 70 to 94, so we're going to get him in. And another 72 to 94 in Lansari Harbi. We're going to sign him up. He's 16 though, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with these goalkeepers and who turns out to be the best. Right, it's time to send Andrew Clark back to the Ivory Coast. We've pretty much bought him a property there, and he'll be going out and looking for some more talent. This time we're going to look for physically strong players for 3 months. I'm also going to pick up another scout. We've got Andy Patton from Northern Ireland. He's a 3-star, 2-star. He's only 151 grand. We're going to take a punt on him and try and start building up that youth squad a bit more. Now, I've got a list here. Thanks very much for those guys that wrote down some countries for me in one of the previous preparation series. So we're going to send Andy Patton off to the first country on the list, and that is Poland. What's it going to cost us to go to Poland? 32 grand for 3 months. I'm also going to look for physically strong as well. We're going to try and find some defenders and start building this defense up from the back line. All right, youth squad monthly report. Mezu, 70 to 90. Adu, 76 to 90. Habe, 72 to 92. Antwi, 73 to 89. And Thom Dari, 78 to 92. Okay, monthly scouting update here from Poland. Now, we ended up going to the Czech Republic. Whoops. Okay, anyway, what have we got? Kadlec is an 82 and Nesper's a 75, so we'll reject him. We'll scout Kadlec for a little bit longer. All right, Ivory Coast, we've got Lamptey. He's a 64 to 86. We're going to scout him further. Dele is a 66 to 90. Looks like a defensive option. I'm going to actually scout him a bit further. And Ojukwu, oh, yes. Yes, Lansari Ojukwu. Is that how we say that? Fuck knows. Let me know in the comments. We're going to sign him straight up. All right, youth squad monthly report. We're on the 1st of January. Now, Mezu, we've trained him a little bit. Now his potential's gone up to 92, 74 to 92. So, will he be the first goalkeeper for Notts County? Adu is a 79 to 87, so he's dropped off a little bit. Habe's dropped down to an 89. Ojukwu, 67 to 87. He's a left back. Antwi, 71 to 85. And Thom Dari, 80 to 90, 64 overall. Looks pretty solid. All right, monthly scouting report from the Czech Republic brings us back Borek Twadzik, a 69 to 93. He's 5'5", looks pretty decent, could be a forward. I'm actually going to scout him for another month. An 80 we're going to reject. An 86 will scout further. 68 can be rejected. Oh, Sivok, look out. Here we go. Get him in the club. And Kadlec, 82. We'll scout him further. Clarkie's in the Ivory Coast. We've got a 70. We'll reject. 86, Lamptey. We'll scout him further. 91 after 2 months. Dele, come into the club, mate. Oh, 72 to 51 to 67 overall. He's 15. Get him in. Oh, 72. We're going to reject. Another 91. Well, I'm going to scout him further. And a 68 to 94 in Nakario. Nyarko. Obi Nyarko. Okay, well, he's 17. I want to scout him further. All right, U-Squad monthly report. What have we got? Mezu, he's dropped back. Okay, that's different. 75 to 89 now. Dele, 73 to 89. Sadami, 75 to 94. Delicious. Adu is an 81 to 87. Habe, 70 to 84. Ojikwu, 70 to 86. Antwi, 76 to 84. Sivok, 74 to 94. And Thomdari, 81 to 87. So even monthly, their potential just seems to go up, down, all over the place. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that and make sure we're training the correct players. All right, our final scout report here from the Czech Republic. Now, Thordzik's 68 to 88. Could be worth a gamble. Let's see what else we've got here. 84, 61, 74, 87, and 81. Strength, jumping, and sprint speed. I'm going to have a crack here at Thwardzik, see if he develops. The rest, pass. Ivory Coast. Okay, so Lamptey's dropped off to a 79. A 69. Oh, another 94. Joshua Nyarko. All right, get him in. An 84, an 89, Adamesa. He's 6'6", 17-year-old. We'll take a gamble. And another night. Oh, man, look at these kids. Get them in. The rest, better luck next time. All right, time to send the scouts out again. And Andy Clark is back to the Ivory Coast. This time we're going to look for an attacker. See if we can find some forwards. And this time we'll actually send Andy Patton to Poland. And we're going to look for a playmaker. All right, U-Squad monthly report. Here we go. Twardzik, 74 to 90. Looks like a striker. Could be very, very handy. Mezu's dropped down to 75 to 85 now. That's a bit disappointing. Dele, 71 to 85. Narako, 75 to 94. Sadami, 75 to 91. Adu, 81 to 87. Harvey, 75 to 83. Ochikwu, 74 to 88. Antwi, 77 to 83. Sivok, 76 to 94. Adumenza, 71 to 91. Narako, 73 to 91. And Thomdari, 81 to 87. Alright, our first scout report from Poland brings us back. Fuck all. Ivory Coast, have we got an attacker? Not as yet. Alright, here we are back in Poland. Is there anything here that we want to take? Not this month. Ivory Coast, have you got any gems? Not this time. Prince Mikado, great name. Unfortunately, you're shit. Okay, here's the May youth update. Twadzik's dropped down to an 83. Mezu an 85. Dele 81. Narako 86. Sadami 84. Adu 87. Habi 82. Ojikwu 82. Antwi 83. Sivok an 87. Adamensa 88, Narako 88, and Dari 87. So a lot of them have dropped off. You know, they've gone up and down like a fucking yo-yo, and it's just way too hard to predict who you want to fucking bring in. So we'll just have to wait and see how these kids turn out. I mean, a lot of these 17-year-olds will probably have to look at bringing in soon, or they may just decide to leave the club on their own accord. But obviously the 15-year-olds, they've got a bit more time to sit there and try and develop. Alright, final U-Scout report from Poland. Have they brought us back anything worth our fucking time? Oh, Bushlik. It looks like a decent midfielder. 68 to 90, so there's a lot of room there for him to be shit, obviously. Is there anything else here worth having a look at? Not really. Alright, let's just take Bushlik on a gamble. The rest, we'll pass on. Oh, bang! Bang, 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 bang. He's only 4'11". Sprint speed and acceleration are his strength, 77 to 94. Let's get him in. Your shit. Anything else here worth taking for... Could be a striker. Could be a striker. Sign him up. Anything else worth picking up? No. Okay, youth player wants out. Obi Narako. He wants out. We're going to have to sign him up. He will be our first signing from our youth academy. So Obi Narako, he's turned 18. He's a 45 overall midfielder, 78 to 88. we're going to get him in, and like, if these kids progress, we will be using them. If not, we've got them to sell off. All right, Lansari Adu says he wants out of the youth academy, so we're going to offer him a contract. And Thwodzik wants a call-up, so we're going to offer him a contract. Right, we're just about to finish the season. Here is our current youth squad. Azumang is a 73 to 94, Mezu 79 to 85, Dele 75 to 81, Narako 78 to 86, Sadami 78 to 84, Agbala 63 to 81, Habi 76 to 82, Ojikwu 76 to 82, Antwi 77 to 83, Sivok 80 to 86, Adamensar 75 to 83, Thomdari 81 to 87, he's our scout future star, and Bushalik is a 63 to 81. So most of these kids haven't asked to come up yet, so I'm going to hopefully leave them there till the next season, so that any of their, if I brought in Mezu, well, I can't, he's 15, but say we brought in Dari, he's a 68 overall, he's obviously going to increase the star rating of our side, and it may affect our objective for next season. So the longer you can keep him in the youth squad, and preferably sign him in the following season, is definitely going to help you out with your league objectives, keeping them down, and keeping that expectation lower. Alright, just going to have a quick look at the squad report. I'll just skip through to any of the youth players that we've signed up. Okay, Lansari Adu is showing a great potential. He's got piss poor physicals, mental and technical, but he's a goalkeeper, so that's okay. He's 62, he's gone up 2. A little bit of training involved, but I think one of those points actually went on himself. +1 attack position. Obi Narako is a 48, he's gone up 3. Obviously they don't show you that potential to be special or anything like that until they hit, I think, 55 or 60. I can't even fucking remember, but who cares. His physicals have actually started to grow, which is kind of nice, and we've just been trading a few of his technical abilities. Boric Twadzik is a 51, gone up 2. He is growing in physicals, which is nice, and a few technical abilities with a little bit of training from us. So yeah, only the 3 players signed so far in this season. Hopefully we'll pick the rest up into the next season, get them playing some games, and hopefully they can get some natural growth. But yeah, that is the squad report. Right, so here's the league table. Pretty much at the end of the season, there's no more games to complete. We finished in 19 with our simulation. Our objective was actually finish mid-table, so I'm hoping that we don't get fired, but you won't know until the next episode. We'll see you then. Thanks very much for tuning in. This has been episode 1 of our Youth Edition series with Notts County. Get ready, season 2. There'll be a lot more scouting involved. Hopefully we have a bit more cash to play with, get some better scouts out there, and really start filling up that squad. Ready for episode 3, where we start some gaming action. I'll see you next time. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.